health belief. What is the reason for this health belief is in 1950s in US they did this research. Health belief is a model which I will discuss with you in next slide. They have made a research in US. Who made this research is socio-psychologists. So there are different types of psychologists. The people who are social psychologists, that means individual psychologist is the people who will be dealing individually. There are social psychologists which I will discuss with you, their names. So what they have done is, there was a high amount of tuberculosis disease. Have you heard about TB? That is tuberculosis disease. In 1950s it was high in the United States. What was high in 2020? Which disease? Corona or COVID. That the COVID was the most familiar disease. So which we can follow now. The same thing in 1950s it was been happening there. What they have concluded is, people have certain belief system that they will not go to the next process of treatment. That is called health belief. Certain people in certain culture, some disease occur, they think that they will try treatment. First what they do is, they will not call a doctor, they will pray to God. Frequently it will happen. It might not be in this generation, but you take an example of your grandparents, you take an example of your parents. What they do is, they pray to God. So today I have this disease, you cure for me. You take all my pain and you cure for me. This is the belief system of them. Again, another example I will tell you. First vaccination came for COVID. How many people believed that this vaccination will help us and immediately went? In Britain, first vaccination was being imposed. Soon after some disease is affected, how the people believe or how the people progress towards is called the health belief system. You can see there is an iceberg. Visible aspect of culture is the dress. If you go to southern India, we have certain type of dress following. If you go to northern state India, by identifying the dress, we identify that they are from different culture. So by identifying food, what food they eat. In most of the India, we don't have insects, reptiles. Are we having that as food? But in China you go, in Japan you go, Indonesia, Thailand, are you seeing in street foods also? They eat insects, no? They eat cockroaches, then number of insects, even snakes. They have that culture, but we don't have that culture. So what makes the difference? Food makes the difference. So by getting the food, we can know the type of culture they have. If you want to make a healthy habit, first of all, the belief system is there. You cannot make it immediately. And these are all the belief system which is visible. There are non-visible belief system, which are communication style, how the people communicate, the value system, handling of emotions, which will be different, which cannot be seen physically or visibly we cannot see. Beliefs depends on the attitudes, depends on the values what they follow and the knowledge. The people who are educated will go to a doctor, they will not pray to the deities or they will not pray to the God. If you are educated, what will you do? You straight away go to a doctor. This is called health belief system. Next thing is, this is the definition. What does health belief mean? It is the thoughts and ideas of people and the own health, causes of illness, etc. is called health belief. Next thing. There are 6 key components of health belief. How to understand the people or how to proceed the treatment carries 6 steps. First thing is perceived susceptibility. Imagine, if certain people have diabetes, first they suspect that they might have diabetes, first what they will do? Take a diabetes check. First they suspect and they will check for the diabetes, and this is the first key component, that someone feels that they might have this problem or not. They might have some heart attack. They might belief or they might feel. First thing is they have to go to a test. Either you can go to CT scan. Next thing is perceived severity. After getting the disease, if they check that if their diabetes is more than 250, 270, then they immediately understand the severity. What are the other diseases it will create? High sugar creates blindness, it creates amputation. If any wounds occur to you, if you are high diabetes, the wounds will not heal automatically. This is called severity. If you want to make someone to believe, what you have to do? You have to educate them. You have to highlight the severity. Here, this is an ad regarding the severity. The person who are smoking, 8 in 1% are being killed due to cancer. If 8 people are smoking, 8 in 1 definitely will get cancer. This is the statistics. So this is the severity of smoking. If you communicate the severity, the people will stop the activity. So third thing, perceived benefits. How to stop diabetes is eating healthy diet. Then you can change the people's mind that do not worry, thinking that you have 250 of diabetes. What you can do instead? Instead you can take healthy diet or exercising. You can make yourself stay fit. So this is called benefits. So perceived benefits. Then next thing, perceived barrier. What do you mean by barrier is, okay, the people think that I have diabetes, I have to start do exercise or diet. First hindrance, for doing exercise I have to go to gym. The gym membership is 10,000 rupees per year, so they will quit. That is the first barrier. What is the barrier? Soon you think that I am very fat, I have to be lean. First thing what it comes is, you have to stop eating. Stop eating biryani. Stop eating junky foods. That is the barrier that soon after you hear, you think that no, it is too difficult. I am very fond of the junk foods. I am very fond of this kind of biryanis. So I cannot take this. So these are called what? Perceived barriers. So something will hinder. Example is, healthy food is expensive. This is a barrier, isn't it? You know that you have to eat healthy food, but immediately you get a barrier inside your head that healthy foods are very expensive. Next thing is, I don't have time to exercise. You think that you need to do exercise, but what is the barrier? When to do it? Early morning you will think, but waking up is a problem. Evening you think some other work will be there, some homeworks, some phone calls or some meeting might be there. So you will skip. These are called barriers. Next thing is cue to action. What do you mean by cue is, you see a doctor recommendation. Soon if you see a doctor, they start the alarm. Cue is an alarm. After this cue, you start action. Cue is a signal. Who gives the signal? Either you are going right or wrong. A doctor gives a recommendation that, or public campaign. Last one is self-efficacy. That means you have to believe yourself that you can go through the diabetes. That is trusting yourself. So these six systems are there in order to overcome a disease or in order to overcome your problem. Example of belief, yes. This is the health belief model. These things are developed in which year? 1950 by whom? Cockburn and Rosenstock. So these are the researchers. What kind of researchers they are? Social psychologists. So they invented this health belief model in order to prevent the disease. Psychological model create knowledge and perception in the people to examine the health problem. Next thing is predicts the health behaviors, etc. This is a statistics which I have taken from Times of India. 93% of people who vote deities with request that they don't get infected. During a COVID, what they have done is, they have not taken the treatment, but what they have done instead of that, they are praying for God. This you can think that and you can laugh, but this happened. This is statistics. Next thing is, to get rid of COVID, some people are approached to tantrics. What they are doing? COVID should not come to our house. 60.3 people believe that the tantrics may heal their family. Next thing is 45% believe that branding COVID patients will cure, etc. You can see these kind of statistics. And also, have you checked your parents what disease they have? Chronic disease. It will be long lasting. Example, pressure, diabetes, pressure. Blood pressure is a long lasting. So it will not go tomorrow, day after tomorrow, 1 year. It is a prolonging disease. How to stop that? Reduce the intake of salt. Diabetes, reduce the intake of what? Sugar, like that. Have you asked your parents what disease they have? What prolonging disease they have, or what chronic disease they have? They have some belief system that if they have some belief, morning 5 o'clock they have headache. They have to cook food for you. What they will do is they will not take medicine. They will go and pray God. If your mom talk to your grandmother, then only her stresses will relieve. They have some belief system. For certain people, also with boys, if you discuss with your friend, your close friend or someone, unless or otherwise, your stress will not decrease. Certain belief system you have. What remedies your parents should take? Health belief model. Focus on individual belief about health conditions will predict individual health related behaviors. It's called what? Yes, right. Next one. It is the belief and extent to a harm that can result acquired from disease or harmful state of a particular behavior. It is called what? Belief. It is a belief of extent of harm. Extent of harm, how much it is harmful. That means extent of what can happen. It is called perceived severity. Next one. Individual perceptions are as follows, except democratic variables. Yes, good. Health belief model was developed by whom? Stock in preventive health behaviors. Early studies show that perceived severity, benefits, barriers were consistently associated with health behaviors, while perceived susceptibility was less often associated. It is also associated, no? 6 components are associated. They are saying less associated. That is why it is false. Yes, F and